been looking everywhere for you, by the way. What brings you to Wanmin Restaurant of all places? You came here looking for us? And...
Tell me, what is it that you saw? Tight-lipped, huh? I suppose that's fair. You, I'll take a glass of wine.
Hmm? Oh, of course. We make this one in-house. It's not too strong. Enjoy.
Chef Mao, I'll take a grilled tigerfish over here.
Coming right up. Ah, if I knew we'd be this busy, I wouldn't have approved Shenhe's vacation.
At the end of the day, what happens to you is of little consequence to me. I'm not here to try and win you over. If you want my help, now's the time to speak up. You have until I finish my drink. I was investigating an abyssal disturbance in the area and happened to notice you. Part of your soul is damaged, and the wound bears traces.
neither of those things sound... Well, should we trust her? She mentioned an abyssal disturbance. Maybe that has something to do with what's going on with you. But we could always find a different... Yeah, and that thing Skirk's an interesting one, that's for sure. But from what child's to...
1, 2, 7, 10. That'll do. Well, have you made up your mind?
So, that's all we know, Miss Skirk. Ma'am, can you help us?
So, I understand. Come find me in the Guili Plains when you're done here. Oh, and...
Oh, okay. Huh? She disappeared?
Wait, hold on. You overpaid.
Oh, no. This includes the drink, so it should be the right amount.
I didn't think you two ordered a drink.
We didn't. It was that lady who came and sat with us, remember?
You sure? I could have sworn there were only 2 of you at that table.
What?
What'd you put in their dish, Chef Mao? Some kind of hallucinogenic mushroom? You got them seeing things.
Seeing things? Wait, so neither of you noticed her? Young lady? About this tall?
Oh, now you mention it, that fate? Coming!
Okay, what was going on there? It's like they didn't remember Skirk being there at all. Even Paimon was half convinced we hallucinated the whole thing. But that Mora she left for us with... Oh, this whole situation is giving Paimon...
God remains. And it appears that some of those sealed here were dug up and removed. There are traces left, but they're fading fast. Ugh. What are you doing?
Nothing! Just wanted to make sure you were... She's definitely not a ghost traveler. Paimon poked her, and she's solid.
Your life hangs in the balance, and that's what you're fixated on? It was just a trick to avoid being perceived. If someone notices me, those memories are erased. Simple as that. Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection with the world. The weak and the lowly have no right to remember me. They're lucky they only have a few missing memories. Now, can we please...
Okay. Right. The God remains. So, basically, there's now less of them here than there used in our experience. God remains are 100% bad news. A lot of terrible things have happened because of them.
Maybe it's a good thing by human standards, but power doesn't come from nothing, and it doesn't just disappear for no reason. The remains aren't just gone. They were taken. Very clever, Traveler. You aren't the only one who had something taken from you. There are victims like you everywhere. The only difference being, you can speak, and the remains cannot. So it went unnoticed. Something similar happened in Sumeru. Within the span of one night, countless consecrated beasts were slaughtered, and a large amount of the god remains buried in the desert went missing. Of course, god remains are just one of the targets. The culprit is chipping away at sources of power all over this world, including the Stella Fortuna above.
Wait, you mean the stars?
Mm-hmm. 42 of them have died out in the past few months alone. In Conria, people believed that powerful individuals have corresponding Stella Fortuna. Even should that... Yet now, something has been leeching power from this world like a parasite steals nutrients from a host. And now, it's no longer satisfied with the remains of the dead. This time, it only took a fragment of your soul. But next time, no one knows. All I know for certain is this. Getting back what you lost will not be easy. Considering how much power this entity...
So you're gonna help us, right?
We're going to help each other. You are my ticket to uncovering this thing's...
Well, great! You seem super strong and you know...
Don't get all mushy on me. All I'm doing is helping you get back to normal after a sudden crisis. And I should warn you, getting mixed up with me can have unforeseen consequences. We're on very different journeys. You don't want to be in my debt, trust me. You help me uncover the truth behind this entity, and I'll help you recover what you lost. This is a transaction, that's all. You would do well to remember that. Now, come along.
Yeesh! You'd think she'd be a little friendlier since she's agreed to help us. But nope, she's just like when we met her in the primordial sea. So cold. Well, whatever. If that's how it's gonna be, then she doesn't deserve our friendship. What she does deserve is a super embarrassing nickname. Ah! Paimon's got it. Frosty the Lavender Melon! Serves that Ice Queen right! Anyway, the important thing is that we get that piece of your soul back. So, let's follow her and see what sort of plan she's got. Whoa! This place is...
This is where I live. I suppose it's the closest thing I have to a home here. It is. I brought you here because time flows differently in this place. I don't know how much Ajax has told you, but when he fell into this space, I mentored him for 3 months. In that time, only 3 days passed in the...
Ajax? Oh, right! That's Childe's real name! Yeah, Paimon remembers him mentioning something like that. So, a month here is equivalent to 1 day in the outside world?
Yes, well, I didn't bring you here just to show you around. In the outside world, the Traveler could be attacked at any moment. But coming here has bought us now. We just need to figure out how to investigate that place you saw. Both your description and the abyssal disturbance I felt point to that space having some connection to the abyss. The thief who stole that fragment of your soul is hiding there. But the abyss is a chaotic and turbulent place. Abyssal power can grant a special form of sight. Okay, do you plan... That tracks. All the information you have suggests the abyss is something sinister.
And you're saying that's not true?
Depends on your perspective. I'll respect your opinion, though. Just means we have to turn a little abyss crystal that contains my power. Wear it on your head, and we'll be...
Dream mirroring?
It means experiencing whatever the other person is dreaming. Everything they see, think, and feel. Since you haven't studied the art of using abyssal power, and have no plans to jump in the deep end right now, I'll have to do the investigating for you. With dream mirroring, every time you slip into a deep sleep, I'll see with my own eyes whatever scene plays out in your mind.
Huh. You make it sound so simple.
Tough to say. This is an unprecedented situation for both of us. Even assuming we do manage to find where this entity is hiding, like I said, getting your soul fragment back won't be easy. To play it safe, I need to give you some special training first.
Wait, you're gonna teach him some of your martial arts? Does that mean the next time we see Childe, we have to treat him like our senior?
Do as you want. For my part, I don't see you as my disciples. You're already a pretty good fighter. All I'm planning to do is build on your current skills and train you for the specific scenarios that I think we might face. But that's enough talk. If you're ready to do this, then come with me. Time might be more lenient here, but that's no excuse to waste it.
Oh, she moves fast. Paimon can hardly keep up with her. So, special training, huh? Kind of a rare opportunity. With your skills, there's not a lot of people qualified to train you. The last time something like this happened was probably anti-Raiden Shogun training, right? Oh, feels like a lifetime ago. Skirk seems pretty strong too, though. Remember how she said that the all-devouring narwhal was just her master's pet? Maybe we really will learn something here.
Ready? Your training will be split into 3 stages. Testing your blade work, elemental abilities, and we'll start with blade work. You're no rookie in this area, so I won't bore you with the basics. During your long journey, you've no doubt sparred with a lot of talented sword fighters. Consciously or not, you'll have picked up all kinds of techniques from them.
You bet! There's Kaya, Master Jean, Kuching... Oh, and Kazuha, Ayaka... Yeah, we've met sword masters like... You sparred with a bunch of them too, right? Nice to know it's all gonna come in...
Don't get too smug. In sword fighting, techniques alone are not enough. You need a cohesive system to use the human body as an analogy. Your style is your skeleton, the foundation, the framework. Techniques are the muscles and other flesh attached to the bones. Improving your sword fighting is like growing that body. You need to do some introspection. Take a good, hard look at your past experiences and figure out which parts of what you've learned are just only then will you get the full...
Wait, is that... Paimon thought you were gonna teach...
One day, you'll reach a new level of power where you realize that even that's as... There are no That's all I have to say. Now focus. Destroy the crystal columns as swiftly as you can.
Oh, this is making Paimon's head spin. Hang in there, traveler!
Stay calm. Use your head. You have to keep it together.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Cut to the chase.
Consider a moment of true mastery that you've witnessed in another person, and ask yourself, what lies beneath the surface? What's their guiding philosophy? Now take that and practice it right away with speed, skill, and strength.
Step on up. Dance with the waves.
If you start to tire, empty your mind, but do not stop. Stay in that frame of mind as you keep up the fight. Get rid of all redundant movements. Imagine your sword is an extension of your own body. Wield it just as you wield your arms, hands, and fingers.
'Twas on a deserted, moonlit night that the hero approached the vile dragon's limpid lair. Ring cutter! Feathers fleeting wet, the white heron treads water, a sight without flaw. Master of Inazuma Kamisato art Tachijutsu.
Awesome! Paimon knew you could do it!
How do you feel? As you should be.
Yeah, meanwhile, Paimon's had a whole bunch of naps. But you...
Go get some sleep. Sometimes you have to practice a
Skirk, why are you skipping classes again? We've talked about—
'Cause he's a crabby old man, and he's a boring old man.
Excuse me, you shouldn't talk—
All right, let's not get into a big fight about this. Skirk's learned what she needs. There's no point forcing her to sit through more class, but I'd still love to hear about what you got up to yesterday.
I went diving, and I saw this huge fish. I never knew they could get that big. It looked kind of dumb, though, with that stupid big fat head. Oh, and today, I'm gonna go to that prairie up north. There's supposed to be—
Then I suppose your old dad should get one as a pet too. Otherwise, how are you gonna hear me call you for dinner up?
When it's time to eat, I'll come back on my own.
Wait! Put on a coat at least, you'll catch a cold. I'm told— You spoil that child, you know. Ever since that merchant ship arrived, she practically lived—
Ah, let the kid do what makes—
The stars shimmer high above. But what lies beyond the stars? Mountains as far as the eye can see. I can't be the only one asking. I'm sick of being a kid. There's so many but...
Don't let a single one of them get away!
No, please, spare the children! Stay back!
They're coming!
Help!
Eliminate the threat.
Take him down.
Don't be scared. Ah!
This way!
We'll never make it!
Fire. There's fire everywhere. What happened?
I told you we shouldn't have trusted these outsiders!
Why are you doing this? What did we do to deserve this? We welcomed you with our finest food and drink, showed you the best—
Run! Save yourselves!
Captain, Zone 3 is clear and we have Zone 2 surrounded.
Begin extermination. Remember the orders from upper command. No one is to be left alive.
Rest assured, sir. We have enough munitions to annihilate these savages and burn their entire civilization to the ground.
Good. The only ones who put up a real fight are that man and his wife, correct? What's their status?
We shot the man in the ankles and the wife broke her wrist attempting to fight back. They won't be doing much more fighting. They're holed up in their home for now, but they won't last long. To prevent them from making some kind of last stand, we're planning to clear out the other zones first so we can send a bigger squadron to surround them.
Well, well. Turns out some of these beasts do know how to use their claws. Now the threat these savages pose will be undeniable. Let them cling to what's left of their lives for a little longer. Once the other zones are cleared, I'll cut off their heads myself.
Dad? Mom?
Skirk, you're all right? Thank heavens!
I'm so happy to see you, sweet girl. But you need to go. It isn't safe here. They'll be back any second.
What happened? You're bleeding a lot. Dad? Mom?
This is the place. Alert all units. Prepare to surround.
Run, Skirk! Run as far away as you can! Don't trust anyone! Your dad and I, we're not afraid to stare death in the face, but we need you to survive. My clever girl, so curious. You're already so brave. I know you're going to grow up to be such a positive light in this world.
Whenever you miss us, just play this song. Remember, life is a gift. Don't let darkness claim it.
Break down the door! Look what we have here. A savage that can pluck a tune. Well, the show's over. You! Stop singing! Shut it! I said shut it or I'll make you! Fine. Have it your way!
You're awake? I found a few clues while you were asleep, but it's only a start. Now, time for the second stage of your training. This time, the focus is elemental energy.
Man, staying in the abyss feels no day. Well, except for the...
The way I see it, the first is mastering the use of standard weapons. Next is learning the natural energy of Tivat is abyssal power, yes. Also known as the power of the Void Realm. My master, Sertologi, is a true expert in that area. After all, he was one of the group of 5 that infamously stole the all-encompassing power of the Abyss. An act for which the people of Conria gave them the elemental energy of Tivat, on the other hand, is derived from the power of the Light Realm. These two forms of energy exist in direct opposition to each other. Suffice to say, there's not a keen observation, traveler. Call it respecting local norms. The Abyss stands in direct conflict with the will of this world. So, to make my life easier, I disguise my power to make it appear cryo-like in nature. It's a technique I learned from some Conrian ruins, known as the 7 Shifting Serpent. So I've heard. But is purification just thinking out loud? Let's focus on your elemental training. That's what's gonna help us if the situation gets tricky. True growth comes from adversity, but only if you make the choice to pick yourself up again every time you fall. So, it's time to push yourself to the limit, and then keep pushing. This is the only way to advance at pace. Use the power of Animo to clear the field as fast as you can.
Windblade! With the wind! blade!
Observe your surroundings. Look for things you can use to tilt the scales of success in your favor.
Wind blade! Disappear! Wind blade! Wind blade! With the wind!
Use the power of Hydro to destroy the spikes.
Go!
Faster. Don't give them a chance to strike you. You need to be quicker than you were in your dream. You can't afford another injury like that.
Go! Water jet! Water jet!
You need to understand what makes you special. The ability to wield elemental energy without a vision and switch between the elements at will. It means your aspirations need no approval from the gods. Your power is not bound by the... So be bold. Do not be afraid to chart your own... Very good. It seems you've reached a deeper level of connection with long enough for you to lose yourself in your training. Which is a good... Get some rest.
What is the secret to power? Longing, hatred, self-preservation, the fear of losing those you love. Fear is the source of evolution. That fear is now part of you. Any minute spent missing home is a minute wasted. Practice your sword work instead. Do not make me tell you twice.
But, Master, I can barely lift the sword anymore. If I keep going, I feel like my wrist is going to break.
So it has not broken yet. Then pick up your sword and keep practicing until it breaks. I want to hear the crack. After all, bones can always be Good skirk. Once again, you survived.
Cold.
These are signs that you are adapting to each time the flesh is torn and the spirit crushed. Each time you claw back from the brink of death. I now understand why these people sought to destroy your homeland. Your but you still have much to learn in your pursuit of strength. You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion. Get up, skirk. Wipe the blood off your face. Cut away the rotten parts of your
You're up! Hopefully you got some good rest. Skirk said to tell you that she's ready to start the final stage of... So, wanna head over?
From your training so far, you have gained better command of the sword. That's only part of it. Experience is the real teacher. Your journey, the friends you have made, the danger. Now, it's time to focus on how you react under pressure. Ready? Not bad. That defensive stance looks near unbreakable, just like your sister. Oh, that reminds me. You still don't know what happened.
Hey, no fair! That's cheating!
You think every opponent has the same moral code as you? You can denounce their deplorable methods all you want, but only if you live to tell the tale. The dead don't get to complain. Strong emotions will always arise in combat. Anxiety, how amusing. Almost sounds like you think you know me. But you don't. You can choose your own path. We are not. Let's begin. Try to use reason over emotion. This is your final training session. Look alive. Same drill as before, but this time I'm going to interfere. Hold your focus.
Go! Water jet! Go!
Not bad. Better than I expected. You're getting the hang of it. The first step to controlling your emotions is controlling your mind.
Your mind is rife with distractions. From now on, I shall show no mercy in your training. You must learn to shut out all the pointless emotion, crush the self that makes you weak, and become master over your physical form.
Stop. Let's pause here. One look, that's to be expected. There's a limit to how long a human being can concentrate on one thing. Staying calm and focused sounds simple in theory, but in practice, it's more demanding than sword work or elemental ability. Get some rest. No point training further if you're already dead on your feet. Like I said at the beginning, the only goal of this training is for you to reach a point that you're satisfied with. You managed to push past your limits, which is a good start. You can be proud of that, and sleep well knowing that you've earned it. Warriors will one mistake.
Skirk is amazing. She faced down that terrifying giant and cut its head. Yeah, well, I heard Master... Pathetic. You're not even trying. You're so much weaker than you think.
Skirk, have you become a positive light in this world? Do you even remember how many of us perished in that fire? How many bodies?
Keep your gaze fixed on your blade. You don't deserve to rest.
I have so many questions. I just want to jump in a spaceship, explore the whole...
Now, you must bid farewell to who you were in the past, and...
Run! Skirk! Run! Only death awaits us here.
Let's see here. First things first, you need a new identity. Going around telling people you're from somewhere beyond the stars won't do now. As the Conrian saying goes,
well, I'm a visitor on this planet, so I'll follow the rules.
Ah, splendid. That saves me quite a bit of trouble. Let me offer you a piece of advice in return, although it might not be what you want to hear. I know the pursuit of strength is important to you, but taking a moment for yourself every once in a while is never a bad idea. Ignore her existence for too long, and there will come a day when you can no longer hear her voice.
You must be starving, right? Ta-da! Of course you are! That's why... Ah, well, if you're around someone...
Here's an idea. Look.
Ugh, so full. Okay, it's Paimon's turn to sleep now. Wake her up when it's time to go.
I have good news. First, your training is complete. You have what it takes to wield immense power. Now it's just a matter of putting it into practice. Continue to learn from your journey and second, I've located the culprit we've been searching for. Next, we just need to retrieve the missing part. When Ajax trained with me, he once told me he was bursting with questions. So you and I may never meet again, traveler. So if there's anything you want to ask me, now's your opportunity. Just like Ajax. Okay, not the angle I was expecting. What makes you ask that? I knew that was a possible side effect. Closed off my mind to you for that exact reason. Even with the dream mirroring, you should have seen... Whatever. Must have been a flaw in my execution. I shouldn't be too surprised. Since you've seen what you've seen, there's no reason to hide the truth. No, I'm not from Tevat. I'm from a different planet. And there was a time when I journeyed through this... No, we're different in that respect. You're influencing the fate of several hundred years ago. My master, Sertologi. Oh, but this is not my home. And one day, I'll return to the vast... to become stronger. For certain reasons, I need to bridge the power gap between me and my master as quickly as possible. But first, to do that, I need to follow in his footsteps. Walk the path he once walked. And somewhere along the way, I'll find out how to defeat him. That... Okay.
You make it sound so easy. Ever since the incident I experienced there, I've never stopped searching for Master Skirk, but it's been years now, and I've still found nothing.
Well, your last... Ajax. His situation is different than yours. Before you ever crossed paths with me, you'd already encountered many formidable people, studied their techniques, and developed your own skills. So, during your training, all I had to do was build upon that foundation. But Ajax was so young when he came to me. Children can't help but imitate their role models. In the long run, once Ajax has enough strength in his own right, I will allow us to meet again. Until... Unlike you, I have no desire to establish a connection with the world. Wake up your companion. It's time to go. Oh, and everything I just told you. Best keep it a secret from her.
Time to go. Oh.